Okay, welcome. What a privilege to start the morning taking an hour for ourselves, just to kind of slow down and listen and feel. Whatever has been going on with you in the past week since our last class is a chance to just sort of slow down and get in touch with that. I know a couple of you had an injury. So, with that in mind, maybe just notice how it's doing and we will begin. So we'll start face down in a child's pose today. Coming to separate the knees as wide as you'd like. The big toes can touch back there. And you can also put a blanket. I'm not doing it, but some folks like to lay a blanket over their legs to cushion the knees. Let's begin by just lowering the forehead. Empty all the breath out. And start to deepen the breath. Just being quiet, just taking advantage of this time to see where you are this morning, kind of listening, feeling. And if you don't like this position to start, I forgot to say that, you can sit. Try to keep the breath in and the breath out kind of equal. Use the breath as an anchor. The point of our practice today is to begin by listening, feeling, and just kind of trying to calm the body down, the mind down, and to give ourselves a sense of grounding to start the day. All right, one final inhale and exhale. And we haven't done this in a while, so with your eyes closed, set an intention or focus for your day. That's not a to-do list, by the way. That's not go get milk and bread at the grocery store. Set an intention, maybe just one word or phrase or a theme to guide you through the day. Maybe renewal, maybe healing. I don't know. Pick something that works with you. All right. And then let's begin now to thread our needle. So we're going to come up onto the fingertips and slide that left arm underneath the right. So we'll be facing right now. And as we're focusing on the new part of the body, opening a new part of the body, just start to send that breath to this part of the body. Maybe the shoulder, the low back, the side body. A couple more breaths here. All right. Unthread, nice and easy. Other side, right arm under the left. So you're looking towards the left. And starting to unthread. With our hands forward, let's begin to walk our palms back towards our knees and kind of lengthen up and come up, and I'll face you. We're going to sit in a cross-legged position now, crossing one leg in front of the other. If you were using the blanket earlier, I forgot to say, remove it. And you can also sit on your blanket. So let's just relax the shoulders and kind of let the shoulders drop, squeeze together behind your back. Open the chest. And before we move on, we're going to start with those Sufi circles. But before we move on, Let's just feel what's going on in the head and the neck. So maybe close your eyes. I'm nodding up and down and left to right. Maybe you're doing that, or maybe you're circling your head. Let's just be quiet and listen to what's going on in the head and the neck. I'll meet you where we started, sitting upright. And then one more stretch for our neck, just to make the neck happy. Let your right ear fall down towards your right shoulder. You want to feel the breath, the stretch right here. You can stay here or add on. And by adding on, I just mean right hand to the head, left arm stretching down. And just be open to breathing in this area. Feel the whole left side. We'll get to those Sufi circles shortly. Gently release and bring the head up. Try the other side. Tilt your left ear down towards the left shoulder. You can stay here. This is great. Or you can do part B. Right hand stretching down away. Left hand just giving a little a weight to the head. You're feeling it in the right side of your neck, maybe the right side of your body. And bring yourself all the way back up. All right, recross your legs and we'll get to those Sufi circles. I don't know if you remember these. We did these a few weeks ago. Hands rest on the knees. Bring the chest all the way to the front and then go in one direction. I always start on the right. You can do that or not. And go slow and listen and feel. Just notice how much you're leaning to the left, how much to the right, how much forward and back. Close your eyes. Let's do a few more. Closing the eyes just to turn inward without any distraction. Good. And all the way back up. Slowly blink your eyes open when you're ready. Right. Go the other direction, chest forward. So I'm going to my left. I just do the opposite of what you already did. Yeah, notice how this side feels. Maybe this is the side where you have a pain or an ache, or maybe you need to offer a little more TLC to it for whatever reason. I don't know. Shut your eyes, turn inward. Use your own intuition to move through these Sufi circles, Sufi grinds. Slowing down. We'll do one or two more as we slow down to sit up. Pause for a moment, blink your eyes open whenever you're ready. All right, in between, let's take the hands to the heart. So just feel your heartbeat for a few moments, just that little bit of movement. Maybe you feel it just a little, a little more rapid. That's good. Now let's move the arms. So we're going to inhale, open the arms, embrace that inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. You don't have to go deep or far. As you're opening your arms, taking as much oxygen in, and as you're bringing your hands back to your heart, taking the full exhalation. We're going to have a beautiful day in San Diego today. We're so lucky. Maybe you're looking out a window at the beautiful weather. Let's go a couple more. All right, and last one. Let's hold the arms open. And then once again, inhale, this time take them overhead. For those of you that are ready, we're going to take a seated side stretch. If you've got anything going on the side that might not want you to do it, just skip this part. Drop your right hand and take that side stretch. This will be a flow though. So we're going to inhale, come back up, open, and then lean to the right again. I'm trying to keep my sits bones grounded. Maybe you want to follow your hand with your eyes. Nothing we're doing today involves too much effort, but there's a big payoff. We get a good stretch. It's not a lot of effort. It's a gentle class, but the movement, the breathing, the awareness, there's a big payoff. Now let's hold that seated side stretch for 3 breaths. 1 and 2 and 3. Come up. Good. All right, hands to the heart again. And then we'll repeat. Open the arms. Hands to the heart with the exhale. Open. Like a sigh. Sigh it out as you exhale. Maybe inhale with the sound. Exhale, sigh it out. Now the next time we open the arms, hold here. Inhale the arms up. And if you're doing the seated side stretch with me, lower your left hand to the mat. Remember, take your time. And it's a flow, that right arm lifting and lowering. And maybe you're looking at with your hand, with your eyes at the right arm, right hand. Every exhale, let yourself dissolve into that side stretch. We'll do 2 more, and then we'll just be grateful for a chance now to hold the side stretch for 3 breaths. 1, melting into it. 2, I hope you're melting into it. Minimal effort and maximum results. Good. And after that 3rd breath, we press all the way up. Good. Let's go ahead and uncross our legs. Next, we'll come up to hands and knees. So we'll come up to hands and knees for our cat-cow flow. And as we start the cat-cow flow, have your toes tucked behind you. We're going to be tucking them and untucking them as we do this. So let's start with cow. Inhaling, toes are tucked. Offer freely that breath. Let your belly drop. Let your chest open. And then exhale. We untuck the toes and we let the back lift, the rounding of the back for cat. Those of you that have cats know what I mean. All right, let's tuck the toes. Cow pose. Maybe say moo if you'd like. And then untuck the toes. Cat. Now I'll be quiet and you just close your eyes if you'd like. And it shouldn't be difficult to move freely through these. Just soften and move and relax. Nice. Let's come back now as you're ready to just a neutral tabletop position. I'm just going to move up a little bit. And then let that right leg stretch all the way out, and hopefully you can see my toes are flexed. I'll move up a little. I'm just flexing my right toes. Offer some movement to the right leg if you feel like it. And then slowly breathe and hold that right leg back there with the foot flexed. Relax your throat, your mind. Good. right, we're going to reach our right arm up for a twist now. Really opening the chest and lifting the heart. So honor wherever you are this morning. Even if you want to take a break, that's fine. Nobody cares if you need to take a break. Don't feel bad. Rest if you need to. Let's slowly lower the right hand, come back down, and knees back to that tabletop. Shake it out. It's always nice to wiggle the hips a little, shake it out before we do the other side. So it's going to be the same situation now. We're going to stretch that left leg back, just a different side. We're flexing the toes. And if it feels good, relax and move a little forward and back. Let that breath move in and out through your nose. Now we'll slowly hold. We're holding with the left leg stretched straight back. And let the breath help you find the stretch. Feel the stretch. If you're ready to move into the twists now, your right hand is on the ground. It's sort of a balance too, so carefully lift that left arm. Freely opening the chest and facing left, opening towards the left. And we'll wipe the hand back down to the ground. Good. And bring the knees together. All right, now we're going to take our first dog, down dog. So let's go ahead and begin with a child's pose. Just tuck your toes. Before we do the down dog, just stretch the hips back towards the heels. And if your toes are flexed like mine are, you're feeling a nice toning and stretching of all 10 toes, right? Now press your hands into the floor and begin to raise your hips. And this is a difficult pose for us that are beginners, I know. So if you need to come down and take a break, please do. Let's begin with some pedaling. And hold one leg straight and one leg bent, just to go a little bit deeper with minimal effort, kind of letting gravity help us. And switch. Hold the other leg straight, the other one bent. And then back to pedaling it out. All right, all the way back down to knees and hands. And this is where you'll have your yoga blocks available if you're using them. Reach back and find that right leg, bring it forward, moving into lunge. So hands can be on the floor or on the blocks. Drop your head now. Release the weight of the head and the neck. We're just here for a few moments. Now, let's start to inhale. And as we inhale, bring the hands to the thigh. We did this last week, I believe. We're here just for a few moments. Now go ahead and open the arms up towards your ceiling. You can open them or keep them close to your ears, whatever feels good. Or you can open and close them. Why don't we do that? Keeping in with that, sticking with the arm movement that we started earlier. All right. Good, we're going to add a twist here. This is going to be palms to the chest, right to the epicenter of your chest. And we're holding here. Then we're twisting right. Let your left elbow rest on that right knee. Here for 1 and 2. Really pressing those palms reverently together. 3 and 4. 4 is going to let us undo and unravel. Bring our hands back down to the floor or the blocks. And then roll your hips slightly back and forth a few times for that hamstring stretch. And if you feel it's difficult today, that's why I'm having us move forward and back. If you're ready to just take the hamstring stretch, go ahead and take the hamstring stretch. Again, take time to slow down, allow the breath to help you. All right, ready to return to the lunge and where we started, head hanging. Just another moment here. And then right knee steps back towards the left. Step or carry your left leg forward and make sure your left knee is right over your left ankle. Hands on the floor, blocks, head is hanging. And let those exhales come out like sighs. Part two, minimal effort. We begin to walk the hands up, rest them on the thigh for a couple moments. Kind of a nice mellow way to do the lunge. And then reach the arms up, open the arms, parallel. I bet you feel that your belly, your core is engaged here. I know you have to feel that to support your low back. Let's do one more. Open arms and then parallel, and then get ready to bring the palms close together right in the middle of your chest. So we got our twist coming up, lean forward, start to turn left, rest your right elbow on the left knee or outside the left knee. We'll do 4 breaths here. 4, breath flowing in and out of the nose. 3, nice mellow twist. 2, 1, no rush. After 1, we unravel, bring our hands back down to the floor or blocks, and then we get ready for that hamstring stretch. And take your time to just bend and straighten that left leg and fall into the stretch when you're ready. I'm balancing on my left heel. That's helping me do it. I'm trying to flex my left toes. Breathing in and out through the nose. Relaxing and letting the intelligence of your body open up. Nice. Relax your mind, relax your body, and all the way back up to that lunge. Drop your head. We're just repeating where we started. Remember, this is where we started this sequence. Another breath like a sigh, exhaling. I'm moving my blocks off to the side. I'm getting ready to tuck my back toes and step forward to forward fold position, Uttanasana. We haven't been here yet. I'm making sure my legs are bent. And I'm going to grab my elbows, just for the beginning, I'm going to grab my elbows, keep my legs bent, and kind of hang. You can sway if you'd like. If this doesn't feel appropriate for you, grab that block again and just rest your hands on the yoga block. Come back to the middle. Let the hands dangle towards the feet or on the floor or on the block. Your legs are still bent. Nod your head a little. Aha. No. And then slide your hands on your legs for half lift. Slide them right above your knees here. And we'll take a few moments in flat back position. Stay focused, eyes looking straight ahead, shoulders rolling back. One more breath. And then slowly try to reach your arms out like airplane wings to the side, still in flat back, still gazing straight ahead, neck is long. That's it. And then bring your hands back to where they were, bend your knees, and we'll breathe back down to forward fold. So from forward fold, we're going to slowly roll up inch by inch, pressing into our feet inch by inch. And once we roll all the way up, go ahead and circle your arms up. And then bring your hands back to the center of your chest, one hand on top of the other. Now feel your heartbeat. All right. Remember what we did when we were seated? Kind of the same thing. Now we're just on our 2 feet. We're going to open the arms and then bring them out as far as you can and then back to your heart. Big breath. Take up space, in your room. Hands to the heart. One more. And just like we did when we were seated, one more. Open the arms, breathe here, and inhale, take the arms all the way overhead. Good. We're going to bend the elbows, bend the arms, the elbows now, and hold on to the elbows. Stand your ground, hold the elbows or hold your forearms, whatever you can. Side bend, gentle, just a little bit, especially those with side muscle pulls. Be careful here. Lean to your right, look up at the ceiling. This is not a deep side bend. Good, come back up, lean to your left, look up at the ceiling. This is not a deep one. All the way back up, good. And from here, release. Circle out your arms if you'd like, or just roll out your shoulders just to relax the body a little more. All right, what we have next is a standing twist sequence. So I'm setting my feet a little more than hips width apart, a little more. And I'm bending my knees. I want my knees to be soft and pliable. So bending the knees. Feet are about hips width apart. Belly in, tailbone tucking. Hold on to those 2 points of your body and just bend and straighten, or kind of like bounce your knees a little bit. And if this hurts your knees, skip the sequence, please. Okay. All right, so we're going to relax the arms, and we're going to start by reaching the arms up and then down. Up. We haven't started twisting yet. We're just moving. Good. Now the arms come up and down, and up, down. All right, now the twisting part. Arms are up, we kind of twist to the right. Arms are up, we twist to the left. Arms are up, twist to the right. So good, listen to your body, your own body's intelligence. I'm kind of straightening my legs when I come up, and again, returning to the bent position when I'm twisting. Get the blood flowing, get your own rhythm flowing, and I'm just going to watch you guys for a second. So maybe you're blasting your favorite music, I don't know. It's all good. I don't play music because I don't know how on Zoom, but I think it looks great. Let's do a few more. Just like a bird flying. Excellent. And then we'll return back to the center. Our knees are soft. Now scoop up with your hands. Lift up. And then lower. Scoop up. You probably saw the moon last night, just like you're reaching up, holding that harvest moon. And release. Last one, take it all the way up. Hold that big moon now. So my arms are wider. I'm looking up. I'm bringing my feet together. Good. Hold that moon. Look up. Freely lift your heart. Relax your throat. Good. And then release. Release everything. Shake everything out. We're gonna start to work on a warrior and a triangle pose now. Very gentle, minimal effort. Have your yoga block, if you'd like, by your right foot. So we're gonna start by a wide stance. Toes forward, and we're just going to raise those arms again. I'm turning my right foot towards the back of the mat, and I have the block there. I'm going to look towards the right hand and bend that right knee. We're going to do this several times. Straighten the leg, getting ready for warrior two. And everybody look at your knee. You don't want it to come forward like this. You want it to be over the ankle. Straightening, bending, moving with your breath. Maybe this is your exhale and this is your inhale. Let's do two more. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Now let's exhale, hold the pose, turn to look past your right hand. Strengthen your arms if you'd like. You can even make fists. I don't care, whatever feels good to you in warrior. Warrior two. To come out of it, we're going to use the arms, straighten the arms overhead and straighten the leg. Just hold here and then repeat. So we're flowing now, upper body, lower body. Maybe you're breaking a sweat. This is minimal effort. It's gentle yoga, but maybe you're breaking a sweat. Sure. All right, now let's return to the straight leg and the arms extended. Now we're moving into triangle. So I'm looking past my right hand and stretching my torso over the right leg, getting as much stretch as I can and lowering my hand to the yoga block or to the shin, your choice. Turn to look up if it doesn't hurt your neck, or just look down. I'm starting to pull up on my kneecaps to engage my legs. You can do that if you'd like. I'm pressing down into my big toes. That helps me root and not fall over. Two more breaths here. Make sure they're slow and relaxed. I'm feeling a little shaking actually in my legs. Maybe you are too. All right. Release and come all the way up. Turn the toes forward again. Let's take a break. Just hands on the waist and a breath or two. Forgot to say to get that block. If you're using the block, have it towards outside the left foot. Let's turn the left foot to face front and your arms are already out. Look past your left hand. And again, we're bending the left knee and straightening the left knee. Maybe this is your inhale, it's mine, and this is the exhale. One more inhale, and then as we exhale, look past your left hand, hold your warrior pose 2 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We inhale, come up, and remember we reach the arms up. Now we'll do a few like this. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach up. And take full breaths. Do a few more. I remember in school they made us do jumping jacks. I wish we would have done these instead. All right, last one to straighten the leg and straighten the arm. So we're getting ready for triangle. One thing I forgot to cue was the back foot. I'm lifting the heel and kind of turning the foot in a little. Getting ready for triangle. Torso reaching over the left leg. Lower your hand to the yoga block or to the leg. Look up or down. Rooting through the big toes. Maybe lifting the kneecaps if you want to work a little harder. The side bodies, both the top and the bottom, lengthening. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Before you come up, let's enjoy 1, the last breath. Now, everybody look down at your left foot. Press into your toes and come up. Turn the toes slowly out in a plie. So in a plie position, the heels are in and the toes are out. So we were in a different position before. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. And careful with your knees. Sit in that plie. I'm going very slow. And if your knees hurt to do this, you're skipping this part. So offer your body any modifications that it needs. You want to do this with your back to a wall. If you need more support, that's fine. Couple more. Each exhale like a deep sigh. All right, I'm going to offer a twist here. One of my favorite twists. I'm bringing my hands to the thighs. My knees are turning out. And my chest is forward, kind of like we did when we were seated in those Sufi circles. And I'm turning to the right. Take your time. Minimal effort. Just enjoy the breath and make sure you're listening to your body. Good. We're going to come back to center and then opposite side, twisting to the left. Rolling that left shoulder back and the right shoulder is rolling towards the floor. Let's repeat it one more time. Why don't we? Back to center. Twist right. Roll the right shoulder back. And to center and roll, twist to the left. Good, now we're going to come back to center and you might need to wiggle your feet in a little bit more. We're just going to lower to the floor or to the yoga block, gently to the yoga block. And just hang out here. Our knees are still pointing out. Legs are bent. Let those exhales really be like deep sighs out of the mouth this time. All right, and on the inhale, hands to the thighs again. We slowly stand up. This time the legs straighten, and we wiggle the feet in so that they're back to hips width apart. All right, have you been practicing your tree pose? We have an extra pose today. We're going to do 2 balance poses. We'll get to the tree, but first, we're going to warm up with 2 other postures. So I'm starting on the right side. Feel free to have your hand to the wall, right hand to the wall, or your back to a wall. I'm standing on the right leg, and I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze this left knee up. I'm going to hold the left ankle and take it behind me, stretching out quadricep. Right hand can be at your heart or at the wall or reaching up. I imagine we all have our own way of doing these. And breathing in and out through the nose. Just honor wherever you are today. This is another one to practice this week. All right, we're gonna move back to the tree pose, back where we started. So let's go ahead and hug that left leg and take your tree pose, either high or low. It's falling out of it. Take your tree pose. Make sure all 5 toes on that left foot are like little suction cups, holding on to the inner right thigh. It doesn't have to be high. Mine is high. You can have your foot lower. That's fine. And if you're more interested in challenging yourself, you can open your arms and bring your hands back to your heart. You can make it a moving tree if you'd like, or circle your arms up and down. If you don't want to move, just be still. Let's take a few more moments here. Honor that right leg. It's doing a lot. It's holding your whole body up, isn't it? Feel the strength in that right leg. All right. Take one more breath to end this balance sequence, and then we'll release that left foot down. Give your right leg a nice shake or tap it out. So whatever side you did, I did the right. I'm going to do the left now. If you're holding a wall, just put your left hand on it. We're going to start by floating the right knee up. Now it gets its little squeeze. And then we slowly hold on to the ankle, the heel to the right sitting bone. We're in the quadricep stretch. Hand to your heart or hand to a wall or reach it up. This is your other balance pose to practice. This is a great one for runners. You've probably seen runners doing this one. And then we will come back to where we started and find our way to tree on the other side. Again, hands can be anywhere you'd like. You want to make it a moving tree, you can do that. One more deep breath. And then we'll come back, give that right knee a squeeze and set it down to the floor. Give that, did I leave something out? Hope not. Give that left leg a nice shake. Give both legs a shake. All right. And then soft knees. Inhale all the way up and hands back to the heart. We'll step to the back of the yoga mat to move forward to the front. So we're stepping to the very back. And we're going to bend the knees and inhale up. Really feel like you're going to grow another ½ inch. Reach, reach, reach up, and then bend the knees to fold. We're going to walk our hands, take your time. We're going to walk our hands to a plank position, a gentle plank. You can put your knees down to the mat if you prefer. Today, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather be knees up. So honor wherever you are. If this is too difficult or you're just too tired, put your knees down. Nice and mellow, come all the way down to the belly. And we'll practice Cobra. So don't worry about how high you need to come. You can just float your palms off the ground, or you can press a little. For now, we're just going to take a few moments of our time, gently flowing up and down. Let your minds find a little peace and serenity as you strengthen your back. Nice and mellow. We'll start to come up to a little higher one if you like. And offer your chest, really open your chest. And then come all the way back down. All right. Beautiful. Now we're going to do one more stretch and balance on our belly. We're going to reach our hands back, lace your fingers over your sacrum. And just massage your low back a little. Why not? I'm using my knuckles to just massage my lower back. Next, we're going to inhale to lift our head, part of our chest, maybe the feet, maybe the legs. Relax your face, nice balance stretch. Good. This has a little more effort, I know. You can keep your feet on the ground or lift them. Breathe and stretch. In a moment, we'll release. Good. Now slowly allow everything to come down. Release your hands. And we're making a pillow for our head. It should look something like this. Turn to your right and bend your right knee. Let your neck relax. Let your hip relax. Breathe in, breathe out, and slowly release. We'll turn left now and bend the left knee. And slowly release. Good. Letting your forehead rest on the bent arms, the pillow. We're going to bend the legs and just wiggle our hips, drop the hips left and right a little, not too much. You can circle out your legs or just let them fall side to side. All right, and then slowly release your legs back down, lift your head, and let's press our palms into the mat to come all the way up and take a seat. We're going to take a straddle seat, actually. Have your yoga block in the middle if you want to have it there. Open the legs out in a straddle. Give them a shake out if you'd like. Try to flex your toes. I'm not really in the range of the camera, but the legs are, and open them as wide as you can, and then bring them in a little bit. They don't have to have that much effort. All right, sit up nice and tall. You can press into the yoga block or hands on the legs. Close your eyes. Be aware of your feet flexed. And then we're going to offer a gentle but generous side stretch again. So we're going to open the eyes, lean to the right, that right hand to the right leg, and raise the left arm. Breathing in and out through the nose. Knees pointing up, toes pointing up. I had to check mine, they weren't. Slowly coming up when you're ready. Sitting up again. And then we'll offer that generous yet gentle side stretch to the other side. Gently, when you're ready, lean all the way back up. Now take your hands behind you, fingers point away from your body. Generous stretching open of the chest. Maybe look up at your ceiling space or sky. Offer your whole heart up. Relax and open your throat. Feels so good. And then the counter stretch, we'll begin to walk our hands forward onto the floor or the block, creeping your hands as far forward as you'd like. And toes are still pointing up. You can even put arms on the hands on the floor. Lower your gaze, drop your head. We'll take a generous amount of time here. Remember, it's not how deep you go, it's what you're feeling. So just be content with feeling the body gradually open. If we did this every day, for 5 minutes a day, you're going to notice results. You're going to find yourself noticing, but we're just doing it a short time in this class, but this is one you can practice daily if you like it. Bring yourself back. Slowly begin to press yourself up. Good. Gather yourself back and arrange your feet for the butterfly pose. Pressing the soles of the feet into one another, holding onto your feet for leverage. Tall spine, your best posture yet. Shut your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Mentally letting your knees, your legs, your thighs feel heavier. allowing them, don't fight gravity. Go with the flow. And then one final version, open your eyes, lean your chest forward, and drop your head over your feet. A few more breaths here. This is another one of those postures. The more that we practice it, the more we are open and receptive to it. Good, bring yourself back and roll, bring yourself back up. All right, help your knees up. And we're gonna turn to face the mat the long way now. Scoot your feet to the very front, feet pressing down, arms reaching out, and roll down to lie on the back. Once your back and head and shoulders are on the ground, hug your knees loosely. Not too much effort, just loosely, and massage out your back side to side. You make circles if you'd like, holding on to the knees or hug. Right. One gentle bridge pose, a twist, and then Shavasana. Set yourself up for either a supported bridge using that yoga block under your low back. Some folks like just to rest and enjoy that supported bridge. Others like to press their hands, palms down and lift their hips and come into a bridge pose. 5 breaths to open up to bridge, lifting the hips, lifting the belly, lifting the chest and chin. 1, 2, breathing in and out through the nose. 3, 4, and 5. No rush. If you're on the block, release it and come down to join the rest of us. Let that exhale be like a beautiful sigh. All right, good job. Arms are stretched out, kind of like when they were in Warrior Two. Lift your hips up and bump them off to the left side of the floor. Drop your knees to the right. And this is a gentle yet effective twist, and look left. Accentuate the exhales here. Accentuating the exhales here like sighs, promoting a sense of relaxation, preparing us for Shavasana, our ending pose. I want you to be relaxed yet aware. We're going to slowly come back to where we started. Move your body safely. Arms are outstretched, palms face down. We lift the hips up in the air again and bump the hips to the right and drop the knees gently off to the left. Turn your head right. Again, our gentle yet effective twist. It's all about what's going on in the inside of our body here. Giving the inner organs a gentle massage, twisting and soaking, like they say. Imagine your guts are like a kitchen towel or a wash rag, and you're squeezing them out gently. All right, I want you to take one more breath here. And then you'll do your best to come back to lie on your back. And this time, bring the soles of your feet together once again. One hand on your belly, one on your heart. The legs are in butterfly pose. Close your eyes. And again, just be quiet. Work with gravity. Breath flowing in and out through your nose. Try to lengthen, accentuate the exhalation, the sigh breath. All right, last one. Then we bring our arms out by our sides. We go ahead and stretch our legs out by our sides. Make sure there's nothing in your way. You can stretch out, the shoulder blades are flat underneath you. You offer your chest up and open. There's nothing constraining you. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths together. Ready? Breathe in slowly through your nose. And a sigh out through your mouth. Second one, breathe in through your nose. And another sigh out through your mouth to exhale it out. Close your mouth, inhale. The best breath so far. Open the mouth to exhale. We call this corpse pose, Shavasana. The pose of rest, renewal, rejuvenation. We let go of anything that needs to be released here. Let it pass, fall off, and die away. So that when we come out of Shavasana, we're revitalized, we're renewed, and we are refreshed. Enjoy your Shavasana. Another cleansing breath. Bring yourself back. Let your fingers and toes move. Take a stretch. Gather your knees in and gently roll to your right side. Try to keep your eyes closed to press up to seated. For the last few moments of our class, just with the eyes closed, go ahead and breathe slowly in and out through your nose. Still in our practice, just feel the effects of our practice. Any changes? Let all effort soften and settle. And just thank yourself for offering freely the best you did today in your class. Let everything go now. Let all effort dissolve into the earth as you take the time to bring your hands together in front of your heart, bow your head to your heart with gratitude for your practice, your commitment to your body's health. And I hope to see you next time. Namaste. And before we end, I just want to give a hello to Lynn. I guess you're practicing from Austin, huh? Lynn is in Austin. Go ahead. You can go ahead and unmute yourselves. Where is Lynn? Hi, Joanne. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Pat. Well, Lynn was here. Oh, I got. Hi, Lynn from Austin. Anybody have any good news to share before we end? Who has some news, good or bad? Anything?
I have a new grandbaby, but she's 6 weeks old. I think I told you that.
Another? You have another new grandbaby?
Well, that makes 3. I have 2 in Chicago and I have 1 in LA now. A little girl named Nora Ray. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. And this one is easier to get to.
Exactly. So good to be back.
You guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.
Yes.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
Thanks.